Welcome back to Madrid Pulse, your destination for all the latest Real Madrid news, transfer updates, behind-the-scenes insights, and exclusive match analysis. In today's report, we bring you a major and unfortunate update from the heart of Los Blancos midfield engine room. Real Madrid have officially confirmed that their star midfielder Jude Bellingham has undergone surgery on his left shoulder, a decision that had been looming for months following a persistent issue. The England international had been carrying a recurrent shoulder dislocation since late 2023. Despite the discomfort and medical advice suggesting surgical intervention, Bellingham chose to delay the operation in favor of fulfilling his responsibilities, both at the club and international levels. His decision underlined his immense dedication and commitment to Real Madrid and the England national team. However, with the conclusion of the FIFA Club World Cup, a tournament in which Bellingham featured but was clearly not at full capacity, the time had finally come to address the issue more permanently. The surgery was carried out successfully in London, as initially expected, and was performed by renowned specialists Dr. Manuel Leyes and Dr. Andrew Wallace, operating under the watchful supervision of Real Madrid's medical services. The club issued an official statement confirming the procedure and assuring fans that the surgery went as planned. Our player Jude Bellingham has successfully undergone surgery for a recurrent dislocation of his left shoulder, read the release from the club. The operation was performed by doctors Manuel Leyes and Andrew Wallace, under the supervision of the Real Madrid medical services. Bellingham now begins a period of rehabilitation prior to his return to recovery work. According to journalist Arantxa Rodriguez, who has been closely following Bellingham's situation, the expected recovery time will keep him out of action for approximately 10 to 12 weeks. That places his potential return somewhere around mid-October, which means Bellingham will miss at least the first 2 months of the 2025-26 season. This is a significant blow for new head coach Xabi Alonso. The Spanish tactician was counting on Bellingham to be one of the central figures in his tactical setup for the coming season. Bellingham's influence since joining Real Madrid from Borussia Dortmund has been nothing short of transformative. In his debut campaign, he not only brought goals and assists, but also leadership, resilience, and tactical versatility well beyond his years. His presence in the midfield has helped Real Madrid remain competitive across multiple fronts. The absence of a player of Bellingham's quality will undoubtedly force Alonso to rethink his strategy ahead of a crucial early period in the season. With pre-season preparations underway and Real Madrid aiming to start the La Liga and Champions League campaigns strong, the lack of their midfield talisman will test the squad's depth and adaptability. The timing of the injury is particularly unfortunate. Not only does it deprive the club of Bellingham's services during the opening fixtures of the domestic league and Champions League group stage, but it also comes at a time when Alonso is looking to stamp his identity on the squad. Bellingham, with his intelligence, work ethic, and technical ability, was expected to play a vital role in helping the new manager transition smoothly into the Real Madrid hot seat. From a rehabilitation perspective, the club's medical staff are optimistic that Bellingham's youth and fitness level will contribute to a smooth recovery process. The goal will be to ensure that he returns not only healed, but in top condition, ready to contribute at full throttle without risking a recurrence of the injury. For Bellingham himself, this will be a challenging but important phase, mentally and physically, as he works through rehab with an eye on a strong comeback. While the road to recovery is never easy, there's little doubt that Bellingham will be attacking it with the same relentless energy and positivity he displays on the pitch. Real Madrid fans will be hoping for encouraging progress in the coming weeks, and the club will surely provide updates on his rehabilitation timeline. In the meantime, all eyes will be on how Alonso manages his midfield setup in Bellingham's absence. Players like Eduardo Camavinga, Federico Valverde, and Aurelian Tchouaméni will be expected to step up and fill the creative and energetic void left behind. With the club still active in the transfer market, there's even a possibility that Real Madrid could explore short-term reinforcements, although that remains speculative for now. For more exclusive Real Madrid coverage and continuous updates on Jude Bellingham's recovery, stay tuned to Madrid Pulse, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to support the channel. Real Madrid announced the signing of Alvaro Carreras on Monday, followed by his presentation to the press on Tuesday afternoon. The Spanish left-back, a former product of Castilla, returns to the club in a deal reportedly worth $50 million. Carreras is expected to immediately challenge for a starting position at left-back or left wing-back, depending on Xabi Alonso's tactical setup for the coming season. The 22-year-old spoke confidently during his unveiling, acknowledging that both Ferland Mendy and Fran Garcia are quality players, and that the competition within the squad will be intense. However, Real Madrid's hierarchy seems to have other plans, and it appears that they are actively looking to trim down the depth in the left-back position. Earlier in the summer, reports emerged indicating that Real Madrid would explore options to move on from Ferland Mendy. The Frenchman, who is currently recovering from an injury expected to keep him sidelined until October, is no longer considered untouchable at the club. At 30 years old and with just 2 years remaining on his contract, Mendy has not shown much interest in seeking a new challenge elsewhere, which could complicate matters for the club. His injury and declining performances have diminished his market value, and there has been relatively low interest from other top clubs so far, making a transfer increasingly difficult to orchestrate. Attention has therefore turned to Fran Garcia, who returned to Madrid just last summer from Rayo Vallecano. Despite being valued at only $15 million when he rejoined the club, his performances have prompted the club to reassess his price tag. Real Madrid are now reportedly seeking around $20 million for the 24-year-old, although there is speculation that they could aim even higher, possibly asking for $25 to $30 million, if serious interest materializes. AC Milan have emerged as a potential destination, especially as they prepare for the possible departure of Theo Hernandez, who has drawn interest from several top European clubs. Nevertheless, Garcia himself is reportedly not eager to leave the Santiago Bernabeu. Having grown up in the Madrid system and finally earning his place back at the club, the Spanish fullback is said to be committed to staying and fighting for his position. This stance could frustrate the club's efforts to cash in on him, particularly given that Mendy's exit also appears to be unlikely for now. Garcia is believed to see himself as a player who can make a long-term impact at the club, especially after his recent showings during the FIFA Club World Cup. The Club World Cup turned out to be a pivotal moment for Garcia. With Carreras' transfer held up and Mendy sidelined due to injury, Garcia was granted a rare stretch of 6 consecutive starts in the left-back role. His performances during the tournament were steady and reliable, showcasing his energy, tactical discipline, and ability to deliver under pressure. These appearances not only increased his valuation but also seemed to boost his confidence. Garcia now appears to believe that he can challenge Carreras for the starting role, and this self-assurance is likely one of the reasons why he is reluctant to leave, despite potential interest from a prestigious club like AC Milan. From Real Madrid's perspective, this presents a double-edged sword. On the one hand, Garcia's impressive performances have likely inflated his market value, offering the club a chance to make a tidy profit should they choose to sell him. On the other hand, his determination to stay means that offloading one of the 2 backup left-backs, Garcia or Mendy, will be more complicated than initially expected. Ideally, the club would like to streamline the position to avoid having 3 senior left-backs in the squad. But with both Garcia and Mendy showing little inclination to depart, the situation remains in a state of limbo. Carreras, meanwhile, is fully expected to become a crucial figure in the squad, potentially locking down the left flank for years to come. His attacking dynamism, combined with tactical flexibility, gives Xabi Alonso a valuable asset who fits into both a traditional back four and a system with wingbacks. While the internal competition might push performance levels higher, it also brings about a level of uncertainty that Madrid are keen to resolve before the start of the new La Liga campaign. As preseason preparations continue, Real Madrid will be closely monitoring the situation. The club's directors are hopeful that the market will shift in their favor, creating more appealing exit options for at least one of the 2 current left-backs. Until then, the presence of Carreras, Garcia, and Mendy creates a logjam that could either elevate the squad's competitiveness or become a management headache. The coming weeks may prove decisive in determining who stays and who goes, as Los Blancos look to fine-tune their roster ahead of another demanding season.